All right, let's go over some of these programs that we already had installed. Well, installed. We already have it as part of the project that we talked about in the previous um, video. And let's take a look at the first one, add-ins. So the add-ins is actually a very small program, and it says this program takes the command line argument n, reads in n integers, and prints their sum. So you already know how to do this in BlueJ, but now what we're gonna be doing today is pretty much using terminal. So first I'm gonna call terminal. You can do that with the spotlight over here. I'm gonna call it terminal. Or you can do it also with, you do command spacebar and you also get the spotlight. So we type terminal and the app comes up, and then we should be able to get it up on the screen. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right, there are some few things that you need to know about this. Let's see. We can use a specific commands, for example, ls, and that is for list. And so a list where the different folders or directories, whichever you want to call it, you can look at it different ways. You can look at it as folders, like you see this. Let me take a look at. Let me see if I can clear this. Oh yeah, it does work. So the clear will clean up that screen. So let me do ls again, which is list, and it's listing all these things over here, and you probably wonder what they are. But if I show you Finder over here, right, and I go to, let's see, not desktop. This one is showing me actually higher than desktop. I don't know if you can. Oh, maybe we can see it from here. We can go to Macintosh users. There we go. So if I go all the way up to the level of my own account, my own profile, here we have this is my username. I'll take a look at how the two of them are pretty much the same. Applications, Creative Cloud Files, desktop, and all these things over here, all the way to toy configuration over here, right? So what you see over here, folders, here they don't look like folders. They look like just labels, names. Technically what these are directories. It's just that Finder will show it to you as if it was a folder. It's a nice, friendly way to show it to users who are not to not intimidate these users with something like this. It looks a little friendly. It's like you put documents in there, let's say, instead of having it in a directory. So let's say I want to go to desktop, right? So I'm going to say change directory, which is CD, and I'm going to type the word desk. But now desktop is a very unique word. There is nothing similar to that word that starts with the first three letters, DES. So as soon as I type something that is unique, I can autocomplete with the tab. If I press tab, it will fill it up by itself. I press enter. Now I should be inside the directory desktop if you want to look at it from this point of view, or if you look at it from the Finder point of view, we will be inside the folder right here. So let's take a look over here. After I did change directory, if I list was in this directory, you should be able to see the same thing that I see over here, plus other things that are hidden that a folder will not show you. For example, screens, recordings. Actually, I can remove this. Take a look at this, right? I'll remove them. And now if I was going to list again over here, well, they're gone. They're not there anymore. All the things are kind of hidden files. You won't see them. So what we see over here is the Arduino app right here. add the folder temp, which is also another directory. So if you did cd temp, it will take you to that. But my intentions are to actually go back up to the root of my directory, no, my directory of my user. And that way, to go back to the previous directory is cd, and then you have a space and two dots, and then press enter. Now I should be back to where we were before, and there it is. So I want to go to my Java programs. So I know that they are in courses, and my Java programs is right here. And then we have basic programs unit 2, and then here is my project. I want to go here. So obviously I could go by just like I did before. What did I do? What were the steps that I took to get there? Well, courses is, let's see, where's courses over here? I think it's in documents. Yes. So let's go to documents over here. So I'm going to say cd document. I don't know if it's case sensitive or tab. Yeah, it is case sensitive. So I'm going to doc and space there. Yeah, and I have a whole bunch of different things over here. So probably cd doc. There you go. Well, I'm sure you have something different than what I have, okay? So I think my courses, I kind of I put them over here so I don't have to go through all these layers and steps that I have to go. So it probably some lessons. Let's see. Let's see if I have it here. So you can see I'm navigating through the directories to get to courses. And here they are. So now I'm going to say change the directory to core. I can autocomplete and do ls. And here I am. Courses, take a look at what I have in courses over here. Right here is after I did the courses and I did the ls right here. I have these things that are right in here. And so we had to keep on going, right? Now I need to go to my Java programs. I'm sorry, intro to computers over here, and then my Java programs. So it will be over here. We'll do cd, and I'll do intro to computers. If I look at it again, the list, and so I'm gonna go to my Java program. So I'm gonna do cd my is the only one? My Java programs. I do it less again, and here pretty much we're getting there. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit too much work, isn't it? So now it auto-completed up to a point in which you have to make a decision between 1 and 2. I'm gonna put it 2 over here. Then I press enter. Now I should be in out. And then if I do cd and I do in out, then I should be, and I list. Now I should have all my programs that are here. Let's take a look. The ones that we've been putting together. This is so I got to the BlueJ project. Take a look over here. This is my BlueJ project content. We can look at the package somewhere in here. There should be. Where's package? Where's package? Oh, here it is, the last one, right here. Package. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is from this particular and I'm going to call it directory, all right? Um, because technically, these folders are just an abstraction of directories, meaning something to look at directories, but it looks with a better look. It looks a little bit better. Now, you probably wonder, this is too much work to get to here, right? So I'll show you a shortcut that is actually very useful. So first in Finder, you find your project where it is, the Blue Jay project, remember that. And then from here, let me go back to the original. Oh, I don't know if I know how to do that. There's a way to get to the root. I think I just did. Yeah. So here is, I went back to the, all the way to the beginning, as you can see. I did the CD and then space and the tilde, right? So watch a simple way to get to that directory where my folder is. So I put change directory, and then I'm going to drag this folder right in here. And what it did is it pasted onto the CD all the on the change directory on this line that the command line that I'm going to use, pasted all the different directories that go, in further in to get to this particular project folder. And if I press enter now and I do a list right here, there it is. I'm back into where I was before, but before it went one directory at a time, which is a pain in the neck. So if you know where your project is, it makes it much easier to tell how to get there. So before I finish the video, because I'm going to make short videos, I am going to show you from here how to actually compile and run a Java program. So first of all, I want you to know that we're going to look at this one, Java add-ins. What does the add-ins do? Well, first it's going to ask you for one piece of information, which is the number of integers that you're going to enter. And then as he enters the loop over here and the number of integers that you're going to be inputting is going to be controlled by the for loop, right? So we need to give that information. N is the only information that you need to start with. And here is the actual instruction. Except that this only works after you compile the program. So first we need to compile the program. So let me get the terminal back up. It's hidden behind this. Let me put it right here. I put this one over here. And so we can look at the actual code as we go. So the instruction to compile a program, the instruction to compile a program is Java C for compile, a space, and then you have add, and there is a whole bunch of things over here. Look, add, you have class, ctxt, Java. Okay, all I care about is the one that it says Java. And I give the full name of the program, .java. Press enter. And if you get nothing, just a silent return back to, where you were, that means it was compiled. If it wasn't compiled, you would get a whole bunch of errors. Now we're going to test later on what kind of errors you get, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this. But it already here is telling you got to give it a number. So I'm going to run it, Java, space, no C, because we already compiled it. Which program am I going to be running? Not period, not extension, nothing. One space, and then you have, let's say, I don't want to input too much stuff. I'm just going to put a 5. So what does this program do? This program takes a command line, and in this case, it's going to be 5. It's going to read n integers, in this case, 5 integers, and then it's going to print the actual sum of all of them, because take a look over here. Sum was initialized to 0 before the for loop. It's going to keep on adding to 0 the first value plus the next value all the way until I finish, and then it's going to print out with std out the total sum. So I'm going to go over here and enter 5%, press enter, and it's a very quiet um, type of exchange or interaction with the user. Obviously, it's not telling us anything, right? You're probably thinking it's broken, but it's not. It's waiting for numbers. So we can put, let's say, 1, and we want to total 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's 5%. Now it should give me a print statement or display information about what that was. And there it is. Sum is 15. And it's finished. All right, so this is your first lesson using command line in the terminal. I suggest to look at it until you get used to it. I only use two particular commands. I use ls, that represent list, meaning list number of things that are in there. See if I can get let's see this over here. Ls. So these are called bash commands. Ls. What do you mean? Is the content of the directory slash, you can call it folder if you want to. The technical name really is directory. And then cd, which is change directory. So it will take you to different directories. Oh, and one more was, actually two more, cd space 2 periods takes you back one directory app. And if you do cd space tilde, it takes you to the top or outermost directory. So far, and I don't think we're going to need more than this for what we're going to be doing. Well, just a couple of things more, but for now, this is what we are going to be working with. So make sure that you are comfortable with this. Again, there are very few of them, and they're very useful. Let me make them a little bit so you can tell the difference between what is part of the command and what is actually the explanation of what that is. This is just the beginning. This is the first one. I'll be right back.